Hello, good morning everybody. Here with Martin Panif, Chief Account Executive and Trading Analyst, GDMFX. Welcome to today's European Session Market Outlook. We have a lot to talk about, starting with North American markets. Yesterday, the industrial Dow Jones in the US went 5 points up very slightly. The Nasdaq 16 points up. The Dixie Index was down just a little bit. S&P Shiller Home Price Index is year-on-year 0.3% better than expected. Consumer confidence 7.3 points better than expected. Redbook Index month-on-month, year-on-year higher than previous both. Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index 1 point weaker than expected. And then we have lower than previous reports on the note auctions. Yesterday we had Bank of Canada Governor Polo's speech. He talked about the negative effects of the low oil price. He also mentioned that they expect to be back on track around the end of 2016. Today, we have US gross domestic product, interest rate decision as well, personal consumption expenditures, pending home sales month-on-month, year-on-year. And we also have NBA mortgage applications, 7-year note auction, industrial product price index month-on-month, and raw material price index as well. With regards to the European markets, yesterday the DAX and the French CAC 40 suffered, 200 points down for the DAX 40 for the CAC. German CPI month-on-month, year-on-year for today. EU consumer confidence, economic bulletin, and the economic surveys. Swiss consumptional indicator already came out. And basically on Thursday we have the CPI in the Eurozone, German unemployment rate and retail sales, and CPI in Italy. UK markets, yesterday GDP came out quite negative year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter. The growth in the UK was weaker than expected, showing the contraction in both yearly and quarterly GDP readings with 0.2%. This came as a blow to Mr. David Cameron's Conservative Party and gave some fuel to the Labour campaign. Yet again, investors have chosen to overlook both the weak economic data and the risks of political instability after the general elections. The pound gained 0.5% against the dollar and had its longest winning streak in the year. It touched the 1.5337 per dollar, the highest since March 4th. This can be mainly attributed to the continuing failure of the USA to show some positive economic data, as well as a potential buildup for major market players before the elections. In this relation, further upward movement can be anticipated after the Fed's interest rate decision and statement today. Implied volatility for the next month is still at a highest point since September. Today, we have the GfK consumer confidence, mortgage approvals, market manufacturing PMI indexes as well, and consumer credit. We also have a few Tier 3 events in the calendar: national housing prices year-on-year, month-on-month, money supply year-on-year, month-on-month, net lending to individuals as well. Moving along to the Asian Pacific markets, the Japanese yen, slight improvement over almost all of its major rivals, except the dollar, the franc, the Swiss franc, and the Kiwi, where it keeps the negative direction. Today, there's a holiday, the Shoma Day. We also have the industrial production year-on-year and month-on-month coming out in the late evening. Tomorrow, a lot of data in the calendar. We have monetary policy statement. We have interest rate decision. We also have the Bank of Japan Outlook report, Tokyo CPI excluding food and energy year-on-year, and also we have the unemployment rate and national consumer price index, both again year-on-year and month-on-month. Overall household spending reports, year-on-year report, and also we have the Tokyo Consumer Price Index. We have national CPI excluding fresh food, and we have the jobs application ratio for the month of March. national, excluding food and energy, CPI, as well as I said, foreign bond investment and stocks investments in Japan. These are the reports for this month, for April. On the Pacific front, we saw very positive reports regarding the trade balance, exports and imports with regards to the Kiwi, and it has gained over 110 points versus the US dollar, for example. Today, we have the monetary policy statement, rate decision, and building permits in the late evening. In the early night hours, the exports and imports price index, private sector credit month-on-month and year-on-year for the land down under. Moving along to the commodities, the S&P 500 index had a range of 24 points, finished at 2,110 almost. Gold had a range of $15, closed on a positive trend, trading at above $1,200. Silver had a range of 37 cents. The crude oil had $1.80 range at 57.30 now. We have the EA crude stocks change today, and this is pretty much all that I can mention for today. Expect information, a lot of volatility, especially in the afternoon. I wish you a successful trading. Cheers. Bye-bye.